What's going on, traders? Today I want to show you a reversal pattern because today there were two reversal patterns happening right one after another in quite a short period of time, and I want to show you guys how to recognize a reversal and how to tell that the market is reversing. So we're going to go through that. And overall, the Friday price action not really that volatile, and it's happening a lot during Fridays. So a lot of traders are probably done early and they are starting their extended weekend, so you can be expecting that the Friday volatility slow down a bit. But nevertheless, the prices started with a little bit of downtrend, and as I teach you guys always to draw the short-term trend line and try to find the current downtrend. And this is just a small little move. This is still pre-market open session. We have a break and a new low, so this downtrend has played out according to price action rules, so it is only natural for us to be looking for some sort of correction or possibly straight up reversal. And you can see in the overnight session, prices rallied up big time, and prices made this big leg. We touched the EMA, and there's already an opportunity for us to find a trend line. You can see it would look something like this because it fits from the first few swings nicely. This set up the trend line as a potential trend line. You don't know if it's going to be right or wrong, but right when we confirm the trend line here, that is a good sign for us. So right now we're having higher highs, higher lows. EMA is putting up higher. Look how EMA is putting up higher. This is a supportive indicator that we use. But this is still too early to take any trade, so I didn't mark any trade. As you can see, 1530 is somewhere around here. That would be where the market opens. So, and 1530 my time in Europe is like 8:30 in New York, I think. So this will give you an idea what my time stamps here, kind of look like. So 1530 is like 8:30 New York open. And you can see we're working up high. We have this trend working up high. We have an overshoot right here, which most likely going to lead to a break. We have a break and a new high. We have a one little push higher once again. So from this point on, with the break and a new high, this uptrend not necessarily is over, but we should be expecting some sort of correction or possibly reversal. And now, how do we start looking for reversal? Well, the most important thing to recognize when the market is reversing is that the current trend has to be over, or should be over. There has to be sign that the current trend is over. And how do we know the trend is over? With the break and a new extreme. So with the break and two legs to a new high, which is good. A lot of times one leg to a new high is enough, but when you see two moves, two pushes to a new high, this is a clear sign that there's definitely time for correction or possible reversal. And notice how prices push through the EMA, and reversal pattern is characterized with the two failed attempts in the direction of a previous trend. So the previous trend was bullish, and since this bullish trend has played out, there are going to be a lot of traders still wanting to buy this market because they missed this. They were probably scared, they were sitting on their hands, and they see all this move up, and they don't realize that this uptrend is already over with the break and a new high. So they want to buy long way too late. And because this is very common sense, like it would be very counterintuitive starting to shorting this trend. But this is exactly how trading operates. So this is the new high, pullback, first entry, because we triggered here. This was the only trigger higher. We didn't trigger above this bar, above this bar, above this bar. No, we triggered first above this bar. So first entry long trigger right here, and it failed. And a second entry long trigger right here. And the good sign for us is that we push through the EMA, and we are now being located below the EMA. And this is exactly what we want to see. So this would be the reversal pattern. And I obviously made a video that goes a lot more in depth about reversal. I just want to clarify the reversals a little bit more because we had two nice reversal patterns, in right after one another. So I want to go through them a little bit more. But you can see one leg, first entry long, failed, pullback, second entry long, failed. Now we are below EMA, prices made it through EMA, we closed below EMA, two failed attempts in the previous direction of a trend that failed, and this is a reversal pattern. You can see this is a failed second entry long. This is a reversal pattern according to rules if you are, if you close your eyes. But if you want to be a little bit more careful, because you are going short at the very low of this entire move. And this is kind of, you should be a little bit hesitant going short at the very low of this move. And you're far away from EMA, you're not even to the trend line, but it is according to our rules. Now, the safer entry and much safer entry comes right here. And this is why being patient in trading is so important, and a lot of traders are jumping the gun way too early. Notice this trend line set up, this high set up the trend line. Trend line got confirmed right here. We have a new low right here. First entry short, we trigger one tick lower, instantly failed. Second entry short, big bearish bar off the trend line, off the EMA, two key entry points running congruently together. We are in the midst of reversing. Right now we are in a reversal pattern. So prices market is now reversing. A lot of bulls are still trying to go long way too late because they didn't go long here, but it was unclear. But now that the market is looking clear like this, they think it's gonna go long, but that's not how market operates. Market operates completely counterintuitive. So second entry short, two-legged pullback, just like I keep telling you, according to our rules, because second entry at the key entry point is such a high probability setup. And there you go, once again, two key entry points, very strong and very high probability setup. And we are being located in our reversal pattern. And you can see prices push lower. We have a break. Unfortunately, this is just a first entry. You have a one push to a new low, pullback, second legs to new low. And notice how prices, they keep acting very similarly. You know, a lot of times, like just like here, we have a break. We have a break, one leg to a new high and a second leg to a new high, break, one push to a new low, pullback, second push to a new low. A lot of times, I don't know why, but a lot of times you get two legs. The one leg, you know, one leg is sufficient, just like here. Occasionally you get two legs to a new low. Nevertheless, you still don't want to be buying blindly because we need to wait for a reversal pattern. And once again, what happened right here? This bearish downtrend has played out now. Clear break, clear two legs to a new low. So not only we have to, you know, stop going short, but it's too early to go long yet. Just because we have a new low right here, and this is not a trading range. So we cannot go long way too early. We need to wait for a reversal pattern. A reversal pattern is much safer. And take a look at the new low right here. First entry short, we didn't trigger lower below this bar, not even below this bar, below this bar. This was just first entry short. Failed, and notice how big bullish bar. We're going through EMA, little pullback on the EMA. EMA is holding prices. This is exactly what I want to see. The prices are hugging the EMA, and the second entry short, you're way too above EMA. Second entry short, just one little tiny tick lower. Hopefully you guys can see just one this little tiny tick lower and instantly reverse. Look at how nice reversal bar this is. I'm going long, so I'm looking for the bullish momentum inside of those bars, and at the very end of those bars we traded up higher and closed nice bullish pin bar. This is exactly what I want to see when the market is reversing. So once again, reversal pattern. First trend has to be over, break, two legs to new low, which is, and then two failed attempts in the direction of a previous trend. So in the downtrend, there are two failed second entry short that failed, and we made it through the EMA. EMA is holding prices, and plus, this is such a high probability setup. We even have a trend line here once again in our favor. We touch the trend line to the tick and instantly reverse from here. Once again, two key entry points, second entry short that failed, reversal pattern. If you just wait for these, if you're just patient, anybody can find these two setups. There are so many rules of our strategy are being fulfilled here that, you know, the trading can get really much easier, and you can be done within 30 minutes and go home and do your other stuff, enjoy your weekend. And prices are trading higher, and this I want to talk about here because this is where I got trapped. I was a little bit careless because I wasn't really paying much attention to this overshoot, and overshoot a lot of times, 95% of the times, will lead to a break of a trend line or possibly a full-blown reversal. Just like overshoot broke trend line here, I should have waited for the break of a trend line. I got a little bit careless. We have a new high right here, pullback, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. It is off the trend line and off the EMA. This is why I like this entry. I don't think it is such a bad entry. Nevertheless, I should have waited. I should have, because overshoot is way too clear. You can see how we rallied up, fairly steeply here, and I really should have been more patient here. Nevertheless, I still think, we are at the key entry point, a second entry long. Just like I said, 9 out of times it's gonna work. Now it failed, and that's part of the game, and I'm not gonna worry about it because everybody has losers. And then market just kind of chopped, and the easiest part of the day was over at this point. The market chopped and went into this, not really clear price action. So you can see a lot of bars starting to be stacking next to each other. You get a lot of steams here, and now you can see up, down through EMA, up through EMA, down through EMA, up through the EMA. Does this ring a bell? Yes. EMA is starting to be very flat. Notice how flat the EMA is. It's not looking like here and like here. The EMA, we're closing above and below both sides. EMA is in the middle of the prices. You can start seeing some trading ranges being formed. And the best way to trade ranges is to fade the breakouts or buy the highs. Buy the lows and sell the highs, but avoid trading in the middle. So you have to avoid this mess right here, and a lot of people will get chopped here, especially if they miss trades like here. So don't be one of those traders who get chopped into pieces here. Just wait. This is just consolidation. You know, traders are really unsure what's going to happen next, and lo and behold, we have a failed break higher. There's a clear resistance forming, and we break higher. And most breakouts will fail, and you want to fade the breakout. So that means trading the breakout in the opposite direction. And you can see you're barely scalped out, but you know that's why we are scalpers. We go for 10 ticks and a nice bearish signal bar. It would have looked like this. So this looked very tempting, and this looked very nice. Like the market is really going to, you know, this breakout is going to go back into trading range, and just went a little bit enough for a scalp. And then instantly just reversed and made final push higher. They probably needed to trap a few more longs. You know, these institutions, they know what they're doing, and they are, you know, watching the order flow. They know how many people are probably still want to go long here. So they trapped a little bit more people. We made a, you know, not that perfect double top, but we met a little close enough. We met a little bit of double top we created. And once again, we are very close to looking for a reversal pattern, although this is, you know, reversal pattern is better when the trend is ending, and this was off the trending range. Nevertheless, it has a very similar feel. New high right here, first entry long, pull back, second entry long. At the very end of the bar, we traded up lower. Once again, reversal bar, bearish bar. It has, yeah, it has a little bit of a bullish body, but it is just one tick of a bullish body, and it is at the very low of the bar. So this is a pin bar, close to being pin bar, so close is close enough. You can make a case for skipping this. This is not the perfect trade according to our rules. It would have been much better if we closed the 2 ticks below EMA. If we close below EMA, no brainer. 2 failed attempts to go long after failed break higher, and you know, so you can skip this trade if you see that is on the EMA. Just, you know, for a little bit more advanced traders, you know, it is worth taking a shot, because this is, you know, you're just not probably, these breakouts will work so often, you're just not going to go long probably. There is no uptrend. This is just a consolidation, so you want to fade these breakouts, and this is what happened. And unfortunately, you just get a bunch of first entries. There are off the trend line, yes, but it's just first entries, and you have a break, one leg to new low, pull back, second leg to new low. They look like they are measured. Let me take a look. One leg, second leg, very close to being measured. And that is it for the day. Now, you definitely don't want to be trading late. It is almost 9 o'clock, and you don't want to be trading late on the Friday, because nobody's trading. Only a few people are holding the positions, and you don't want to get stuck here and have to exit a losing position and close your week terribly. So hopefully you guys get a little bit more grasp on how to recognize reversal. Just study these patterns. They really happen. 2 reversal pattern, nice reversal pattern happen within 20 minutes. And you know, this is very good because you still have this fresh pattern in your mind, and you can see it happen exactly just vice versa in the opposite direction. So very good beginning, and a lot of traders can safely trade this reversal pattern. You just study this, and make sure you open your charts on the weekend to get a little bit better, get better than your competition, because I know I'm going to be studying the market, and you know, if you're not going to be studying the market, I'm probably going to unfortunately take some of your money, but hopefully you don't. Hopefully we are the ones taking money from other people. Nevertheless, wish you guys a safe weekend, and I see you guys in the next one.